Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Protalix BioTherapeutics PLX approval summary for the 10th of May 2023, in which we're going to be looking at approval, bullish and bearish parts of it, and where we're going from here. So I generally do small cap pharma, I do games, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is I do have a position in PLX stocks and options. The shares were bought at $1.54 and the options are at $2 calls for the 19th of May 2023, and they were bought at about 31 cents average. I did sell some of my shares and options to lock in profit, which now seems like it was a good idea because I sold them at a higher price. And we'll be selling most of my options, but I will be holding on to a core position of shares, so I will convert some options to shares and continue to hold what I have left. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 10th of May, 2023, and slideshow will not be updated. New news, new slideshow. Cool. What happened? So the company received EU approval on the 8th of May and FDA approval on the 9th of May. Both really super positive, but why didn't we see any major stock movement? So the stock has run from $1.50, where I bought it, to $3.50 in the last 3 months. And so it seemed like approval was already priced in. However, the regulatory milestone, which we were supposed to get for US approval, remained confidential. So we won't know that until later. So with such a small market cap, any regulatory milestone might have moved the stock, but we're not going to know what it is until we probably get the second quarter 2023 quarterly report. So that will probably be August-ish. So a little bit away. So it seems like we did get approval for every 2-week treatment, so we don't really have any major advantage there. But what now? Okay, so with between 50 and 40% royalties on net sales, that's the US, and the EU, it's 15 to 35%. We will need to break down the cost of PLX and begin to look at them being able to break even in sales. Most likely sales will start in the second half of 2023. So sales per year needed. So this is the 10K for 2022. We're going to assume that cost of goods, R&D, and admin remain constant. Obviously, they're still going to be selling. Research and development might be a little bit lower. Admin shouldn't change, so we're just going to consider this constant. So if you take the three numbers from that, 19 million, 29 million, and 12 million, it gives us about $60 million of total operating income, or total operating cost. Okay. We're going to do a little more math now. So now we have $60 million of costs. Break it down further. Of the $25 million in revenue from selling goods, $3 million of that is from our partners, so that leaves $22 million. And then revenue from license and R&D services is mainly from the partners, so we're just going to discount that completely. So 60 million minus 22 gives us 38 million. If we divide that by what our royalty is at 15%, and we're just assuming base royalty, make the math easy, that means that we need 253 million in sales to break even. That's not terrible. So currently sales from Fabry disease in the US alone is about $2 billion. So any sales are really going to start cutting into that 38 million that we need per year. And that is not a lot of money that we're going to be spending per year. So if we can even start cutting that, we should be in pretty good shape. So I know most people are definitely disappointed from the lack of movement from approval, but the company's long-term prospects now have gotten a lot higher. The largest problem is going to be cash, and that's, of course, depending on the milestone payment. We have cash through Q1 2024, so we will probably need to deal with that. And the September 2024 notes, they are due in September for $29 million. So they still might need to either do an offering or to push back those notes, or both. I'm not sure. But I'm going to keep a core position of shares in the company and ride it out, but I'm not expecting any major movement until sales kicking in the second half of 2020. So I hope this helps kind of clear up what's going on with the stock. Hopefully it helps you make some decisions about what to do moving forward. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.